Morning, Mr. Cooper. I've been starting off with a brief statement just about the budgetary process this year. As you're aware, this year's budget is essentially a status quo budget. We are aware of the some potential shortfalls in property tax revenues based on from last year as a result of the high number of appeals of the reappraisals. Additionally, revenues might be off a tiny bit more generally. But over the last 2 years, we've had more than $220 million in increases that have resulted in improvements to virtually every department. What we're asking people this year to do is sort of highlight the improvements that have taken place over the last couple of years and come in with a budget that's basically on the mark from last year as well. So if you would introduce yourself and the people who came with you and give us a brief statement, I would appreciate it.
Sure. I'm John Cooper, Director of Law. With me is our Deputy Director, Mike Safley, and our Office Manager, Karen Carver. You will be pleased to know that we have submitted a status quo budget. The only increases we are requesting are contractual increases. That would be $6,400 for rent in the Washington Square building, which is where most of our department is housed, and $1,600 increase in the LexisNexis government-wide contract. 2 years ago, we did receive $30,000 in additional funds for CLE, which we had not had. We have, to meet our targeted savings, we've put that on hold for the current fiscal year. But we're submitting a purely status quo budget except for the $8,000 contractual increase. I'm happy to answer any questions.
I don't know if the mayor's familiar with the revenue that's listed for your department.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, would you all just briefly explain to him how the law department has a revenue number?
So we receive what is listed as a total of $2.4 million in revenue. Now, a little over $1 million of that, $1.3 million, is just a transfer from the Judgment Losses and Self-Insured Liability Fund, actually close to $2 million of that. The other revenue comes from other departments that provide some funds for legal services, the water department, for example. There's some forfeiture hearing funds from the police department. So it's really just kind of interdepartmental transfer type. We don't actually bill for services.
So, for example, with the water, this is new to me. And as a lawyer, I should probably know all this. But as the water department, we have lawyers who provide. I know Mr. Cross, for example, provides a lot of advice
Correct.
to the water department.
And they are an enterprise fund, so they, set aside a very, very small portion of their budget for legal services.
And how is that the amount calculated that they transfer?
Do you know that?
It was an amount that was determined several years ago. It is not particularly related. Matter of fact, it would be far less than the amount of services. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's just a figure that was come up with several years ago and has not really changed.
And what other departments or are there any other enterprise funds that do the same?
There's a little bit from Public Works, about $80,000. Board of Ed, $192,000, because we do provide legal services for the Board of Education. Yeah, those are the only other departments.
And then if y'all settle a lawsuit, either that the city initiated, that money goes into the Judgment and Losses Fund. Is that right?
It depends. For example, we have a large settlement coming up on the council agenda. Will be second reading at the next meeting that is designated to go to fund balance to help restore that. But it just kind of depends on the particular settlement.
All right. And there was a pay study, I think, for attorneys
There was.
a couple of years ago,
Yes,
is that right?
2 years ago, and it resulted in an additional class of attorney. So now instead of attorney 1, 2, 3, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it increased the base for attorney 1 by close to $10,000, wasn't it? Was it that much?
At that time, it was more like about 5 or 6.
Okay.
But primarily what it did was broke the gap between attorney 1 and attorney 2 because it was such a big increase that it was hard to ever have the budgeted funds to increase someone. So there was an additional level put in, and now it's much easier to transfer people up.
And so the salary is not an obstacle when it comes to retention. You're able to retain the attorneys that are there.
Yes. Yeah, we have a very low turnover rate, I think.
All right.
What, if any, impact will holding off on CLE do this year?
We still will provide the minimum CLE that you need to get. So if you want to go to get all your 15 hours in a 2-day seminar, we will fund that or the equivalent. But if you want to get specialty CLE training for government lawyers that would involve some travel, that's what that $30,000 was used for. So we will continue to provide the CLE that's local.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Appreciate
thank
you
you.
coming in.